Silmaria was a peaceful kingdom nestled among 100 islands, until the dragon came. The beast rose from its ancient lair and plunged the land into chaos.
Ah, good old dragons.
7 pillars were raised and enchanted with spells from ancient scrolls. The pillars were placed throughout the kingdom. As each one rose, the dragon became weaker. This powerful enchantment drove the dragon into its lair. But remember, dragons live a long time, and once angered, they do not forget.
Dun dun dun.
Years of peace have come and gone, and most have forgotten the dragon's reign of terror. But there are those who do remember. And for one in particular, the past is seen as the key to the kingdom. I have seen a vision that the blood of a murdered man will break the ancient spell and free the dragon from its tomb. And as the pillars fall, dark fingers of evil will reach out across the land. I am the king of Silmaria, and I do not have long to live. An assassin has been unleashed to kill me, and an army of evil terrorizes the countryside. Silmaria must have a new leader, and the dragon must be destroyed forever. Only a hero can save the kingdom. I pray one will come in time.
Look how happy he is. Not him. Neither of them are happy. He looks happy though. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Quest for Glory 5, Dragonfire. This is the 5th and final game in the Quest for Glory series. As I think I've said before, one of my favorite video game series. And this is a game that, to me at least, does not disappoint. It is, as I think that I said at the end of my Quest for Glory 4 video, we'll see, in fact, the last Quest for Glory 4 stream, rather. One of those few occasions that I'm aware of in which a formerly 2D series transitioned effectively to 3D. Yeah. What else is there to say? One thing that might be worth noting, the graphics might look a little odd. That's because I'm actually scaling it up for the stream. And I'm scaling it up by a factor of 1.5, not a nice even 2. Or a nice integer 2, rather. Unfortunately, the game runs natively at a window size of 640 by 480, and as far as I can tell, that can't be changed. That is, of course, a fairly tiny screen, and even in a retro game stream, that seems a little small to me. Unfortunately, scaling it by twice, well, that would make for a nice width. Pardon me, I have to put gas there. Unfortunately, because it has old CRT monitor aspect ratio, the height would become just too high. So I've compromised by scaling by 1.5 times in OBS, and I am actually not looking at the game screen itself primarily, but actually looking at OBS's output to play, which is a little weird but works. I've done it before, as you may know if you've been to these streams before. Give me a moment. I just want to double check that everything is working. Yeah, it looks like all should be working well. Okay. So, is there anything else that I wanted to say before we begin? Oh, I'm hoping that a particular piece of music comes on now. No, not that one. Let me see if I can force it, because there's a really good... There we are. Oh, I love this piece of music. Doesn't that sound beautiful and epic? It's suitable to the epic conclusion of an epic series. Oh, I love this piece. Da, 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 da. Anyway, let us go forth. Now, as with all the Quest for Glory games after one, we can import our character. And I took a moment before starting the stream to find what I believe is our character save from Quest for Glory 4. You see, they actually provide you in Quest for Glory 5 with a Paladin save, which is an interesting way of doing it. Quest for Glory 3, at least, just allowed you to start as a Paladin if you wanted to. Anyway, well, not quite. It allowed you to import as a Paladin whatever you had been. Anyway, so this is, I believe, our save. Let's import them. There we go. We're a wizard. Harry is our name. All looks well here. So, once again, we have some points to distribute. As you can see, we now have a swimming stat, which we can put some points into. We can get this stat. Now, you've chosen to learn a new skill at the minimum skill level of 100. So you see, that's quite expensive. We can learn this during the game, if I recall correctly, because it's actually required to complete the game. I'm wondering whether it's worth starting. It doesn't seem like it. I'm just thinking about this game. Now, there are probably some places where I could swim and maybe get some items early on. But no, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather put this 150 into other places. So let's pump up our magic and our intelligence. Oh, can't start above 400. That's fair. We still have 80. Let's see. Some vitality is not a bad thing. Some luck's not a bad thing. Not sure what agility gets for us in this game. As you'll see, the combat mechanic is quite different again. These are all more thief skills. I wonder whether it's worth getting some offensive defense. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of melee combat in this game. It's not like Quest for Glory 2 or 3. So let's just give ourselves more vitality, more luck. Yeah, vitality and luck sounds good to me. Let's play the game.
So, dear boy, the reason Fenris and I brought you here is this. You are a hero.
Yep.
And so, in the grand tradition of all heroes, you need to go where you are most needed.
That is fair.
It happens to be Silmaria at this moment. The former king was assassinated a short while back. We have no idea why this was done or even who did it. Thus, you were summoned. Silmaria needs a new king, and thus the Rite of Rulership is about to begin. This rite will determine the next ruler for the kingdom. We would like you to enter the Rite of Rulership. It is the most likely way to find the villain behind the nefarious deeds going on in Silmaria. If you choose to accept this mission, you will need to go to the Hall of Kings to speak with Logos, the centaur who is in charge of Silmaria right now. You will enjoy Silmaria.
I dare say I will.
You will meet some old friends and make new ones.
Oh yes.
This is an interesting
yes.
and these are interesting times. I've arranged for you to stay at the most amusing inn in Silmaria.
It's not bad, actually.
Would you like to go there now, or are you ready to head into danger?
If I recall correctly, if we select danger, we get dumped into a combat situation. So we probably want to go to Silmaria. Looks like we can't talk with Erasmus just yet. We'll probably get to talk with him later. So, nice little warping effect. Nothing special by today's standards, of course, but in the day, I would quite like that effect. And here we are. Welcome to Silmaria. You will notice, I dare say, that a few things are different to the previous Quest for Glory games. In particular, we now have a hotbar. So here's some of our spells: Flame Dart, Protection, Detect Magic. Here's our dagger. We can look at our stats here. There we are. We have our options. Oh, what controls do we have, actually? Ooh, I think Shall I turn up? I'm going to turn up the game difficulty a little more. Detail, I think we can probably turn that up. I will default to run. We normally run anyway. I don't think we really need the compass. Okay. Oh, are there more options? Manual. Okay. I'm just trying to think about what is going to be the best way to control this thing. Okay. I'm just going to see how it goes. So you can just point and click your way around. You can look and use. You can switch between them, or you can click here to switch between them with a nice little animation. It's actually a really good animation. Here's our inventory. We have 200 drachmas. It looks like our money has been converted already. We have 5 fruit, 1 tinderbox, and 1 dagger. Equipment. Now, here's something that you might note. We now have a separate equipment screen, and we can do things like drag the dagger into our hand. Very traditional RPG style, and you'll see that that's not the only thing that's become a traditional RPG style as we go forward. Anyway, here are our spells, of course. Lots of nice animations, which are actually quite cool. Force bolt, flame dart, lightning ball. We probably want lightning ball here. What else do we probably want on our hotbar? What is that one again? Protection, yeah. Reversal, resistance, aura, juggling lights, zap, levitate. You know, we'll want all of these to one degree. I'm going to actually add the hide spell, so why not? Oh, and calm. Yes, we want the peace spell. That will probably do for... hold on. Let's move this up a bit. And in fact, I'm going to reorder things a bit so that... actually, I'm going to put Force Bolt in here. Yeah, we don't have a magic staff anymore because, of course, as we always seem to do in these games, we gave up our magic staff at the end of the game. Quest for Glory 3, we blew it up to kill a demon wizard. Quest for Glory 4, it was Irana's staff and we gave it up to free her. So we once again don't have a magic staff. Let's put calm here. I'm actually going to take that out. Calm and hide and detect magic and hereabouts. It gives us 2 spots that we can use for. Yes, actually let's. Oops. Put frostbite in here. I'm just also thinking about what we might want to use often. I think that's probably enough for now. Yeah. Okay, let's get going. And we just point and click our way around. Nice panning 3D. And, you know, for the day, I think this looks pretty good. This is the arena. I don't know that we can go in here just yet. Let's have a look. Well, we can go in. Can we actually take part? Oh, hello there. Oh, I think we might know this person. Oh, it's Ferrari.
I, Senior Ferrari, welcome you to the arena of Silmaria.
You might remember him from Quest for Glory 2, the end thereof.
Combats each evening for the next few weeks. You may come each evening to witness these displays of man's most brutal nature. It costs but 5 drachmas to observe the spectacle of combat. If you wish to do more than just observe, you may bet upon the outcome of such battles at the Dead Parrot Inn. However, I observe you're a man of action. Perhaps you would like to participate. There is a prize purse worth winning.
Alright. Hello, Ferrari.
As always, it is a pleasure to again be in your company.
Yes, you may recall we met him in Razier in Quest for Glory 2. Now, normally I don't take part in the gladiatorial games. That's not really my sort of thing, but for the sake of this playthrough, I think I will. Let's have a little bit of fun with it.
I am hoping to see you compete in this. It will be a pleasure to witness your skills in action.
I won't be betting, though.
It is a fine place to observe the
or just
strengths
watching.
and frailties of your opponents. I am presuming, of course, that you wish to participate in these barbaric and brutal acts of violence. If you're a challenger in the competition, you can more than double the amount of your entry fee when you win. If you're a champion, you can triple your entry fee. Knowing your reputation, I assume that will be easy money for you to earn. We shall meet again soon, I hope.
Sorry about that.
If you're the betting board in the Dead Parrot.
Oh, not what I meant.
If you're a challenger you may enter the competition.
Oh, there we go. The betting board.
Parrot.
Right.
What you want? I be Abdom.
I don't think we're going to get much out of him. Let's go. Can I click on this? Welcome to the Grand Arena of Silmaria. Today's champion, Kokino Pukamiso. Today's challenger, Abdul. Right, let's keep looking around. Now I wonder, how do we... Where's the keyboard? I think maybe we enter combat mode automatically. Right, this is where we go to start the game proper, to enter the Rites of Rulership, but we're not going to do that just yet. We have some preparations to make. Let's start with this notice board. Current events, Rites of Rulership. The Rites of Rulership shall begin when 5 or more contestants have entered. Thankfully, it seems they'll wait for us. Island news, fishermen flee. The fishing villages of Merit have been deserted by the fishermen. Fishing boats have been attacked by Hesperian mercenaries, and the fishermen feared their villages would be attacked next. Honeybees have also been deserting their hives. This is considered by many to be a very bad omen. Well, considering what we know about hive collapse in our world, that's not a nice thing. Into rights. If you have courage, moral strength, and leadership skills, you may have what Silmaria needs in a king. Enter the Rites of Rulership for 1,000 drachmas and compete to prove your worth as the next leader of Silmaria. Oh, we actually can't enter just yet because we need money. Silmaria news, Justinian dead. The kingdom of Silmaria is still shocked and in mourning for the assassination of our beloved king, Justinian. May he rest peacefully in the Elysian fields of Hades. So dire events going on here. A dragon waking. Hello there. All sorts of nasty things. But hey, there's Kata. Can't be all bad if there are Kata.
Welcome to the sea sands and shores of Silmaria. I am Sarah, a Kata merchant of jewelry and gifts. How may I aid you on your journey?
Hey, Sarah. Oops.
Welcome again, and thrice more welcome. You have the manners of one who earns the respect of all around you.
Oh, I love the Kata.
We are the children of the desert sands, traders and merchants to 1,000 lands. My mate Marak, the food seller, and my daughter Salah, the maker of music, have come to this land of water and waves to make our fortune.
We'll see them soon, dare say. And as you can see, we have a very traditional, if fairly simple, RPG-style conversation interface. We just pick what we want, and there are branches.
My life mate Marak sells food from a cart. He is on the other side of this plaza. Salah is still but a kitten, but she has talent and the will to become a highly skilled musician someday. Perhaps soon she will be invited to perform somewhere other than the streets of Silmaria.
One may hope, Sarah.
She is shy and doesn't speak except with her music.
That's fair.
I am the seller of jewelry
yes.
to please the eye and enhance the beauty of the wearer.
Ooh, we can tell her about Shapir.
I am most well, kind sir. I hope that I may be of service to you always.
I don't think there's anything of great interest here.
So,
tell about this.
You are the Prince of Shapir. You are a great hero of our homeland. I am most honored to speak with you, Kata friend.
I'm honored to speak with you too, Sarah.
May you find in this land the heart's content which you seek.
We'll go the other way soon. Let's just finish off this side.
Greetings.
Oh, that accent. I forgot about that accent.
To meet someone new.
I'm so
Welcome to
sorry for that
Silmaria.
accent.
I am Wolfie, an artist, an artisan of Grecian urns and amphoria.
What's a Grecian?
Are we speaking union or non-union?
The old joke, what's a Grecian urn? And you get a salary. What does a Grecian earn? Tell me about your amphora.
An amphora is a Grecian urn. It is used to carry liquids of all varieties.
We might have to tell him about ourselves. I'm not sure.
My goodness, you are certainly
Okay, that's fine, thank
you.
you.
Wish to know more about me? I am only an artist trying to make a living by selling what I am making these amphora and pots to sell for the people. I am also making nice maps.
Oh, the stereotypical speech patterns and so on.
I am painting fine pictures that never sell. The tailors do make very good paintbrushes if you are lucky enough to have one.
Alright, that's enough of that for now. We will need to talk with him in a bit. Oh, no, it's in the box. Let's buy something. So this might interest you. Hera's ring. This lovely ring is a symbol of marital love and devotion. Hera was the goddess of marriage in ancient Helena. As you can see, quite expensive. We do have some... Hold on. How many... This says we have 200 drachmas. That seems to say we have 700 drachmas. Maybe that's a bug. So we're supposed to perhaps have gone and collected some stuff first. Anyway, we can buy some jewelry, bead necklace, a good luck charm. But yes, that might interest you, that wedding ring that we can buy. Or engagement ring, rather. Magic shop. We'll be going in there soon. But hey, Marak.
Welcome,
And there's Sarah.
welcome, stranger.
Sarah?
I
I've
am
already
Marak,
forgotten somehow.
And this is
Anyway.
my stand of food. If you find yourself suffering from the pangs of hunger, or desire just a snack to brighten your day, you have come to the proper place.
He
May I
does sell
aid
good
you in
food.
any way? Just let me know, for I am at your service.
Do we need anything to know anything from you? Oh, we might want to tell him about Silmaria. Oh, Shapir, rather.
Friend of my people? It is an honor to meet such a hero. You are already a part of Kata stories and history. I am well and fine, thank you. It is a beautiful day, is it not? I am Marak, a Kata from the land of Razir.
Oh, Razirian.
Place of my people. My family and I have journeyed afar to serve one and all with such pleasures that they might fancy. My family and I sell joys for the ear and the taste and the eye. My
I hadn't thought of it that way.
to a variety of sensory experiences from this region and beyond.
And there's the daughter, Sala. Oh, I love that. Oh, now how do I do this? There we go. Ah, it brings such nostalgia to me, and it's such lovely music. Now, one of the coolest things about this game, as far as I'm concerned, and in particular, one of the things that I love that it does as a grand finale. Sorry, not you. Sorry, he doesn't speak our language. Trying to click on the door. Into the apothecary. Who do we meet? But...
Oh, Julian, look! It's that prince person who told me about you. I'll never forget him.
You can't see the grin on my face.
He told me about Julian back in Tarna. Whatever your name is.
Welcome to our apothecary. I believe we have met before, although I was in quite another form at the time.
Oh, that's right. Julinar was a tree when you last saw her, wasn't she? Well, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. It's Salim and Julinar. And, you know, we finally get to encounter the end of their story. You may recall Quest for Glory 2, we encountered Julinar, who had been changed into a tree, and who we helped at least become ready to be open to interacting with people, to potentially to love of one sort or another. In Quest for Glory 3, we met Salim, who had been having dreams about a beautiful tree woman. And we told him about Julinar, and he was delighted and was ready to rush off to find the literal woman of his dreams as soon as the way was open. Naturally, in Quest for Glory 4, we were isolated from everyone and we didn't get to hear anything. But here we are in Quest for Glory 5, and here they are.
It is a great pleasure to see you. You have been most kind to me. It is good to be human again. In the form of a tree, you can learn great wisdom, but it is a knowledge born of solitude. I now enjoy greatly the company of others.
Oh, I'm glad.
I am mastering the arts of healing both the body and the soul.
Yeah, so she's taken up Salim's calling. They're both healers now.
Salim is a man of great kindness and heart. I am deeply happy with him.
And that does make my heart feel good, I will confess. That is one thing about Quest for Glory. I genuinely... How do I put this? The characters move me. Let me simply put it that way.
With Salim's knowledge of potions and pills and my healing abilities, we have much business here. This land is so much more alive than the deserts I grew up in. It is so green and lush that it soothes the soul.
You said, Julinar, plants make people happy.
Oh well, one former plant very much seems to make you happy.
If you are ever injured, I will be honored to heal you.
Thank you, Julinar. Oops, didn't mean to click on by. Hey, Salim.
Hi, it's so good to see you again. I really have to thank you for telling me about Julinar. She's everything I dreamed she would be.
Aww.
I left Tarna and went all the way to Shapir by boat.
Here's the end of the
I
story.
followed your directions, and there I found Julinar, all alone in the desert, just like you told me. I guess even trees get lonely. So I camped out there and talked to her, gave her some hugs and some really good plant food I brewed. Her leaves really perked up with my kind words. Then I woke one night and the tree was gone. There sat the girl of my dreams in her place. I was totally thrilled, even if I did kind of miss the tree. We've been together ever since.
That is very sweet.
We're doing a good business here. The plants just love this place and grow really well.
It looks like it.
We like making people happy too. This is such a wonderfully cosmic place to be. I'm really glad we came here. Come back soon. You need to mellow out a little more. Put some flowers in your hair, that sort of thing.
And yes, we can sell things back. Very RPG style buying and selling. We have health potions, vitality potions, fireproofing potions, healing pills, poison cure pills, and stamina pills, as per usual. We don't have any such items. Anyway, let's head out. Let's keep exploring. Yeah, so we will be... That is one of the things that I really like about this game, is that we will be seeing some familiar faces. That we indeed shall be. Oh, yes, this place. I'll be doing some stuff here in a while, I intend. This is the little jail. You peer through the window. When you peer through the window in the door, you can see a cell for felons. This is where the foolish thieves are placed. Good thing you are nobody's fool. Oops. There we go. Here's the city gate, where, by the way, if we want to, there's a little target range here, and we can say, practice our flame darts. Or our lightning balls, which actually have proper art now. Or our frostbite spell, which, as you can see, is basically a particle effect. Or our force bolt, which bounces around now. So yeah, and other spells too, of course. And, well, and here's the inn. Well, we found the moose head in the game. Who ever heard of a red-nosed reindeer?
Hello, sailor. I'm Anagramma.
Gnome Anne, and this is my land inn.
Hey, no man.
California, or whatever it is they say around here.
Not that. It's Kalimeka, I think.
Want to get to know me a little better? I'd sure like to get to know you. I came all the way from Zorg to make this little bed and breakfast in winterless wonderland. And what happens? No tourists. That's
Wow.
the way my life goes. This seemed like a good deal. I got a good loan from the other innkeeper in town. Nice guy, if a little chubby. As my
That's going to
first
come up later.
and only customer, I'll let you have the best room in the joint.
Thank you.
I don't know much about Silmaria, because I've only been here a short time. I'm always in, never out.
Do expect puns. I mean, she is a gnome after all.
Oh, so you're the guy the chatting rat made arrangements for. Cheese to meet you. Your room's paid up through the month.
Nice.
Yours is the first door at the top of the stairs. All the comforts of Gnome, including gnome-cooked meals.
You should be frightened now.
I'll be seeing you.
Let's go look at our room.
If you want to get into your room,
Oh,
or
yes,
even
good
later
point.
on, you'll need a key. Here you are.
Thank you. Thankfully, no one seems to mind that we're running around with a knife in our hand. Unlock the door. We don't need to listen to it or anything like that at this point. So yeah, here's our little room. We'll be going back and forth here. Secure storage chest. You can store extra stuff. Sheets and so on. I think if I recall correctly, not that one. Come on, there we go. There. Opening the bottom drawer, you find a spare bed sheet. You borrow the sheet in case you need it later. So there it is. This looks like the sheet Anne put on your bed at the inn, only cleaner. Playing Rockabye Baby in the background, I like that. Quest for Glory, I love the sense of humor, and that is one of the reasons that I think this is a good transition to 3D. Unlike some games, it didn't lose its essential nature in the transition. You know, if you look at something like King's Quest Mask of Eternity, that is a completely different genre of game to most of the King's Quests. Anyway, let's go into this building, the Adventurers Guild. Let's start with the notice board, as per usual. Well, I don't know that's what we usually do, but let's go to the notice board as per usual. Potion ingredients needed. Feathers. Hey man, need some energy? So do we! Bring the feathers of a Pegasus to the apothecary and we'll fix you up. Keep on truckin'! Rites open. Be king of Silmaria. Good job for best man or woman. Go to Hall of Kings. Help wanted, Lost Basket. Small wicker basket, last seen beach southwest of Silmaria. Well, let's remember that. Return to Sarah the Bead Merchant. Bead Merchant. Small reward. Wanted help. Regicide. Wanted for the crime of regicide. Assassin of the King of Silmaria. Reward of 2,000 drachmas for information leading to arrest. And of course, as per usual, the logbook. Let's read it. The latest entry says, I, Elsa von Spielberg, have come to Silmaria to win the rights of rulership and become ruler of this kingdom. Sorry about my stumbling over my reading there. But yes, Elsa from Quest for Glory 1 is here. The previous entry in this logbook has the following message. I, magnum opus, warrior extraordinaire, shall soon rule all who are here. You are most privileged to be in my presence. A fairly recent entry in the logbook reads, Kokino Pukamiso, god of Silmaria, has become an adventurer so that he may compete in the rites of rulership. Silmaria shall have the ruler she deserves. The earliest entries mention something about the Dragon of Agnor, the Vicious Chicken of Bristol, and something about Sir not appearing in this picture. There are no other interesting entries in this logbook. Right. Sign the logbook and we get points for that. You take the pen lying upon the table, dip it into the octopus ink, and sign your name quest into the book. Some exercise equipment, which we can actually use, and another old face.
Good see hero man. Good hero man here.
Toro like hero man.
You may or may not remember him, but this is the Minotaur who was guarding the bandits' base in Quest for Glory 1.
Good see hero man. Like Silmaria, feel like home. Like
I'm glad.
Important job. Miss Elsa, want Elsa be here more. Glad see you. Good place.
Oops, sorry about that.
Good place talk adventure. Good place make body strong. Good place learn things. Good place.
That's fair.
Toro come here. Guild guy ask Toro if adventurer. Toro say yes. Guild guy say Toro, guild master. Guild guy go, Toro stay. Toro, guild master.
Fair. That's one way to get a job.
Come here with Elsa.
Oops, sorry. Trying
Come
to
here
just
with
scroll.
Elsa. No like man Elsa with.
Oh dear.
Stay here in Silmaria. Elsa good. Elsa hero. Make brigands leave Spielberg. Fight brother all time. Brother dumb, but brother boss. Dumb boss.
Oh dear.
Bad boss. Elsa leave Spielberg. Elsa come here be boss. Elsa good boss.
Oh, that doesn't bode well for Spielberg, I'm afraid. If they have they have a bad boss, that'll be the Baronet, I'm sure. Her brother, who we did also save.
Man got money. Man got big house. Man got big boat. Man got Elsa. No like man.
You probably won't like him either, I suspect you'll find.
Hope see hero man later. You good man.
Oh, thank you, Tora. Nice to see you too. Alright, let's continue our tour. Right now, we're basically just touring the city. We will get things started soon enough, worry not. So I intend. This is basically just a quick... Oh, of course, this is the tavern. That is not going to be open just yet. Ah, this fella.
You here to enter the Rite of Rulership? Most of the newcomers are here for it right now. Fools, it's going to take a real warrior to become king of Silmaria. Yeah, welcome to sunny Silmaria. What do you want? I'm Bolus, weaponsmith and weapon seller.
A generally aggressive fella.
Weapon, you go see me. You got a spare weapon you want to get rid of? I may decide to buy it. If it's about weapons, I'm the person you want to deal with.
And, yeah. Well, we'll see this in a moment.
You've got the cash, and I'll show you my stuff.
Tell me about these
There's
newcomers.
a strong warrior in town who calls himself Magnum Opus. He knows how to use real weapons. There's also a big, ugly guy that hangs around with the scientists. I don't see that he's got any weapons, but I hate to mess with the size of those fists. Then there's a woman. I can't believe a woman thinks she can become king here. Kings are men, not kings.
Lovely.
She'll learn her lesson soon enough.
Someone will.
If you play in the big leagues, you've got to be tough.
No, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
The rites of rulership are not for wimps. They prove who is the finest man suited to become the king. You've got to be tough to be the king of Silmaria. Brains and brawn. The best combination for the true warrior. You know where to look if you're looking for weapons.
That's not untrue in all fairness. So, yeah. As you can see, a whole bunch of weapons that we can buy. Magic sword. Magic spear. Standard sword. Nice helm. All sorts of cool stuff. Because in this game well, Quest for Glory has always been an RPG point-and-click hybrid, and this one leans well, no, let's not say leans. It doesn't lose any of the point-and-click stuff, really. In fact, at all, I don't think. But what it does do is it amps up the RPG stuff. So we now have weapons that we can buy. I don't know what that great big lump is supposed to be there for. I suppose it's supposed to increase the mass of the thing to increase damage, but it makes it seem quite unwieldy to me. But anyway, never mind that. Throwing spears. We can get arrows, and yes, I'm pretty sure you can get a bow somewhere. yeah, and yeah, if you're playing as a warrior or a paladin, you can indeed sort of move up the weapon ranks, get new weapons, new armor, all of that stuff. Anyway. You see familiar books, Field Guide to Fricana, and Scenic Ship here on less than 5 dinars a day. There's also a copy of Elephants in Mordavia, an Endangered Species. You also see every back issue of Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, including the hard-to-find issue 1. You see a yellowed piece of paper tucked into issue 1. It's an unfinished love letter to someone named Boopsy. How sad it was never mailed. The letter is obviously private, so you return it to the shelf. So, this music makes my heart ache in a good way. As you read one of the books, you believe that with a little study you could learn how to swim rather well. The books all seem to be manuals titled How to Swim. They were written by The Famous Adventurer, copyright last year by Famous Adventurers, Correspondence School Publishing. Do you remember Quest for Glory 1? Do you remember the qualifications that we had on entering that? We ourselves were a recent graduate of the Famous Adventurers Correspondence School. Being a correspondence school, of course, we never attended a physical establishment. But this fellow here is the famous adventurer, that famous adventurer. Yeah, so ask for his autograph. The famous adventurer signs the book and hands it to you to keep. And this achingly nostalgic music is just perfect for this scenario, this setting, I think. Don't squid yourself. There's a lot to see here, and you could learn something if you know where to hook. The books on this shelf are packed like sardines. This must be where to look if you're fishing for information. Yeah, the perfect music for this specific room is what I'm trying to say, I think.
What? Oh, what are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy? Name? What's a name, boy? I've been called a lot of things in my time. You can call me Famous Adventurer. That's mostly what I'm known as now.
I would say that this guy's one of my favorite parts of this game, but there are a lot of things fighting for the status of one of my favorite parts of this game. Let's just say I really, really like this character.
New in town, huh?
Both as a character and as part of the finale.
About Silmaria sometime. Maybe I did. Just can't remember.
Oh, that is sad.
Anyway, go see for yourself. Only way to learn. This is the Famous Adventurers Correspondence School. You think this was the library of Silmaria?
There's enough books.
So you're a graduate of this school. I didn't think anyone ever read the crap I write.
Hey, got us there.
Got some advice for you, kid. Don't grow old. It ain't worth it.
Don't know about that. Oh, did I get a copy of the book? Oh, I did indeed. The Handbook of How to Swim is a good way to learn how to swim. There's an entire section devoted to underwater combat. Let's read it. After considerable study, you realize that you now have a basic idea of how to swim. Apparently we haven't known how to do all the way through, but yep. So we didn't need to invest in swimming. We now have the baseline 100 points. Maybe it would have buffed our swimming skill if we had read it having already invested in swimming. Anyway, we'll be coming back here, don't worry. Oh, I love that scene though. I won't go out here just later. Oh, it's evening now. Looks like they're closing up. Is this place open, I wonder? Oh, yes, looks like it is. Yeah, sure. Let's go in here first before we get things started. If I recall correctly, we might want to start up here. Hello, guys.
You've made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? It'll be interesting to see what you can do for Silmaria. Rumor has it that you could be the next king.
Oh, I have my
am
plans.
the dead Paratin. I am a man of vast influence, and I'm certain we should get to know each other better.
Hello, Ferrari.
It's always a pleasure to meet old friends in new places, is it not?
There are friends here?
I was forced to leave Rasir not long after you did. When the Sultan of Shapir took the city over, he did not approve of the way I did business.
Funny that.
The Dead Parrot Inn is an oasis in this dreary little kingdom. It is a place to relax, refresh yourself from your busy day. If you are skilled, you can earn some money at the Wheel of Fortune.
It's basically a dagger throwing
You can
minigame.
make some real money betting on the combat held each night in the arena. If you are very, very skilled, you can make even more money by fighting in the arena and backing your winnings with a few well-placed bets. All in all, you'll find plenty to amuse yourself here at the Dead Parrot. Silmaria reminds me of Rasir when Ardavis first took over. The warning signs are there that things will get worse here before they get better.
He's not wrong.
Fortunate for Silmaria that you are here.
Thank you.
Sorry. Has his uses.
I am a businessman, and I've always had my sources for information. If you need to know something, I'm certain I can find out what you want to know. For a modest fee, of course.
It is good to see you again. I'm quite certain that we'll be seeing more of one another in future.
Oh, I imagine so. Hello, Ugarte.
See you again. We parted the last time under most unfortunate circumstances.
He was dragged off by the Rasirian guard for smuggling water, as I recall.
Fortunately, I got lucky.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
I am doing rather well for myself here in Silmaria.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
I know that others want to know as well. Silmaria has her little secrets, and I make a point of finding them. This island is not the pretty little resort it seems to be. There are many dangers for the unwary here.
Goodbye, Ugarte.
If you have any need of my services in the future, you can usually find me here at the inn.
Fair enough. Let's have a look around. Oh.
All right, pleasure it is to be meeting you, mate.
That's an interesting name, Orestes. That might come up later.
I be Orestes, a retired seaman, as it were.
Game Audio is doing an echo thing, not so sure if it is supposed to do that. No, it's not, Magic Goat. Thank you for letting me know. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something about that. I think I have actually seen that happen before. Let's see. If I recall correctly, it was something to do with the way... Yeah, I see it. Okay. I'm just going to... Has that turned off the echo, if I may ask? Just wait for your answer and see if that's any better. Well, while I wait, I'm just going to keep playing. I'm hoping that that has fixed the echo. It's only in the game voices. It's only the in-game voices that echo. So until I hear Orestes talk, you can't tell. Okay. So, oops. Need to get back to the right window. Let's keep chatting with Orestes then.
This be a fine place to be, stranger. You'll like it here.
How does that work?
Rumors is it you want to be known? Well, matey, dead men tell no tales. Nor do I.
Fixed. Ah, good. Okay. Do you still hear the background music, by the way? I just want to make sure I haven't actually disabled any of the other audio effects. Should be able to, but it might be affected by other things. Anyway, let's chat with this lady.
Look who walked in. What can I do for you, tall, blonde, and handsome?
I know what I'd like to do for him.
My name is Budar. If you see something you like, just let me know.
If you like what you see, let me know.
We won't be interacting with them much, but we'll probably be seeing them around. Oops, I want to go up here. And if I recall correctly, up here we should find... We'll go over there in a moment. Oh, hello there. The man acknowledges you with a grim smile that has no trace of humor. He doesn't seem too friendly or willing to talk. Oh, looks fairly grim, doesn't he? Shady. Anyway, let's go look at this. Right, so Silmaria Arena Combat, Tote Board. Week's champion is Kokino. He's, yeah, beaten everyone thus far as Kokino. We will place it, we will challenge. Would you like to challenge the champion to combat in the arena? It will cost 100 drachma to enter. Yeah, let's do it. On day 5, according to this. Oh, okay, no, looks like it hasn't happened. So we just have to wait for day 5 to... where do we find what day it is? Ah, day 1. Okay, so we're going to have to try to just remember. The music is still there, you say. Excellent. Thank you very much, Magic Goat. That is appreciated. Okay. I don't know why it does that, but for some reason in OBS, the mic input likes to pick up the game's audio. So basically what I've done is I've disabled the input that was collecting the game's audio, and I'm just leaving it all going through the mic. It means I can't adjust things individually, which is a pity. But... you know, at least it's working. I might have to look into that a little further at a later stage. And I want to go back up to... I'll go in there a little later, I think. They'll be closed now, I think. This rock is too old to roll. I accidentally clicked on the rock. Now, I think that if I go all the way over this way... it might be the wrong time of day, but we might see someone familiar. No, not yet. Okay, so we're probably going to have to go back to the gnome. Oh, actually, yeah, it's probably too late. Yeah, well, we'll go back to the inn and we will sleep for the night. And yeah, we're actually pretty low on stamina as well, because we're running everywhere. What's the quickest way? Yeah, let's just go this way. Yeah, and tomorrow, unequip that. You know, I don't think I actually need this to be in my hotbar. We're a wizard. Let's just do this. Make some space. There is actually, come to think of it, something that I'm going to want to put into that slot, so I'll leave that open. Right, so we've had a basic tour of Silmaria for now. Next up, we're going to want to do a bit of questing, and we're going to want to find a certain old friend or two. Oh yes, we're so exhausted that everything hurts. Oh, we're also hungry, if I recall correctly. Let's have something to eat. I forgot to eat after talking with Ferrari and Ugarte. What do we have for supper today?
Today's special is something I think you'll really love. Well, maybe not love exactly. More like, well, you'll find it interesting.
She's probably not wrong.
Smashed potatoes and pistachio cream.
Yeah, sounds good.
Potatoes and ice cream for dessert. But Tony, who was juggling the garlic, slipped on the banana that my gal Sal dropped. Tony's garlic landed on the potatoes, and Tony landed on Tessie. Tessie landed on the potatoes, and they were really smashed, so that was okay. Then Rover found that Tessie had set the ice cream on the stove, and it had all melted. Fortunately, no one likes smashed potatoes without gravy, so things worked out just fine.
Yeah, you eat your meal, but it tastes mighty peculiar. You know, I'd try it. Honestly, I would try that. And hey, we got our stamina back. Still, it is time for a nice rest. Unlock the door. And let's go to sleep until morning. And as you can see, we can now sleep 8 hours or until evening, which is quite handy. Doesn't hurt to try, even if it's only once, you say. Yep. Well, depends. There are some things that I think it would hurt to try. Although I'll admit that I am still sad that I didn't try garlic ice cream when I once had the chance. It sounds awful, but it also sounds worth the experience. Anyway, right, so I want to try again to... Well, first I want to pop into the Adventurers Guild, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pop in there on the way out. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Now, do we have anyone new here today? We do not. Not yet. No, things have not yet started to change. That's okay. So... This is a fairly unassuming area, and we don't really have the clue. That sounds like an interesting way to keep vampires away. And you say, yes, yeah, that... Well... I suppose if you're really desperate... what you could do, I suppose, is you could set up something like a giant chocolate fountain, but with garlic ice cream, and instead of just a fountain, you could have it set up to run all down, you know, into rivulets down the walls, create a sort of cage of garlicness around you to keep away the vampires. Anyway, that aside, unassuming place. We don't actually have the clue here yet to tell us that there's something funny going on, but let's try anyway to detect some magic. Really? Okay, not doing that. It's not doing anything for us just yet. Alright, it's not going to let us short-circuit that, unfortunately. There's something down there, but it's not letting me get at it yet. But that's okay. I will live. Oh, actually, no. I want to go up here first. Is he going to be there? Is he going to be there? Come on. Nope. Maybe it's only after the Rites of Rulership start that he'll turn up. Oops, I've clicked out of the window. There we go. Okay, that's fine. We will do some other things then first. Might also be too early for him. Well, let's go into the bank for a bit first.
Greetings, and welcome to the First Bank of Silmaria. This is the safest place to keep your savings secure from pickpockets and thieves. Would you like to leave your money with me? Oh, it's you. I was told you were coming. Your friend set up a savings account in your name.
Nice.
Hefty sum of 500
nice.
drachmas. You've got some generous friends, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's not untrue. So that's why, I'm guessing that is why our money in the shops shows as higher than our actual money on our person. Because there's actually some money in the bank for us.
Hi there. You invested in your future? This is the place to save. That lion guy said that he and Erasmus the wizard were starting the savings account for you. They wanted you to enter the Rite of Rulership. Man, you have strange taste in friends, but they sure make good ones.
For my part, I wouldn't disagree with that, because I don't think that strange is actually a pejorative. So let's make a transaction. I'm actually going to withdraw my money. Actually, is there a reason? There is a reason to withdraw the money. I'm going to withdraw my money.
Oh, there. What good is money if all you do is spend it?
I mean, that's the only time it's any good. Anyway, so you can see we can enter the King's Right from here. Once we have 1,000 drachmas, we can enter. Okay, we're out. And by the way, if you're playing as a thief, you get to rob the place. But we're not. We're playing as a wizard. So we're not going to see it. They even have a whole, actually quite neat lockpicking minigame. Quite a difficult one, though, if I recall correctly. Anyway, ooh, I do like the wizard shop. Looks like the wizard is away for the moment. Oh, wait. Wait, something's happening. Well, we have an hourglass curse. Oh, hey there. There you are.
Prince of Shapir. My father Rakesh informed me of your arrival.
I'm Chakra Sultana, and this is the magic shop of Silmaria.
Yep, Rakesh has a son, and this is him. It's good if you collect coins too. What was that apropos of? I missed the line that is coming off of. Withdrawing your money from the bank? Or keeping it in the bank? Anyway, let's say hello to Chakra.
Greetings unto you, wizard.
Thank you,
am a
Chakra.
wizard like yourself. I apprentice with my mother, Krisha, and the enchantress Aziza of Shapir. I am specializing in object enchantment. My mother thinks highly of your magical skills.
Oh, thank you.
With several years of devotion to the art, you could become one of the most powerful of wizards.
Nice.
The enchantress Aziza is a very good teacher. She demands precision and dedication to the art of magic.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
But I learned much. I make mystic magnets and have made a magical charm bracelet that enhances a wizard's skills.
Nice.
I
Could use
also
that.
create mana pills and mana potions. The mystic magnets are a pair.
This is what I'm saving the slot for, by the way.
Safety, a bedroom, for example.
Oh.
You have only to use the other magnet upon yourself to teleport instantly back to the room with the other magnet. As you can tell, this can save your life when you are in danger.
The what's money good for if all you do is spend it? That's what you were going off of, right? Of course, it's also good if you collect coins. Yes, no, that's fair. That's very fair. And this magic charm bracelet
increases the wearer's magical skills immensely. It is very difficult to create, and I have only one available for sale right now.
Well, good thing there's only one of me.
Mana pills help restore some of your
Yeah, okay, well, we know what mana is. Mana pills and such like are. Tell me about magic.
This is a land that is rich with magic. This island is rumored to have risen when Atlantis was destroyed eons ago. There are many magical items and weapons to be found here.
Yeah.
Many merchants sell such items if they consider you to be trustworthy.
So I suppose that's the explanation for the change in the way that that weapon equipment, that combat equipment works in this game. It's just that there's more magic around here than even in the previous places, and thus there are more magical items. That's fair enough.
What is a shop of magic without spells? However, you are an experienced wizard, and I have only a few spells that you are unlikely to have learned elsewhere.
Still happy to learn new spells, even if it is only a few.
This is my home and workshop, in addition to being a magic shop. If you are interested in purchasing something, just let me know.
Chakra is a cool name, so did Orestes. Yeah, I agree. You might have some new opinions about Orestes when we get to a certain plot point later, but yeah. Chakra does have a cool name.
You freed Irana's soul from Avuzul. I grieve to learn that Irana is indeed dead, but I rejoice that her soul is at rest.
More on that later.
May you walk ever with wonder, wizard.
Ah, thank you, and you too. So, here are the magnets. These are important. As you can see, we can bargain. I'm not going to bargain with Chakra. Chakra is the son of a friend. I'm not doing that. Oh, whoops, offers on the side.
Thank you for doing business with me.
What else we have? Magic daggers, a magic charm bracelet. Ooh, that is expensive. 1,500. RIP spell. This spell wards away monsters while you sleep in the wilderness. Being a prudent spellcaster, you should naturally invoke rest and peace each night. Okay. The boom spell. This spell creates a skull of magical energy that will explode when something approaches within 10 feet. Okay, so a trap spell. I've never been much good at using traps in games, so I might not buy that, but we'll see. Juggling lights. I have juggling lights, don't I? I can't open that in here. Resistance I have. Dazzle, yeah. Fascination. Attracts dumb monsters and damages them slightly when the spell discharges. Okay. Good old zap. Here's our mana pills and potion. I'm tempted to get these two spells. And look, eventually I probably will get them. Just because we'll eventually get the money to throw away. But I don't know that I'm going to be going out into the wilderness just yet. But on the other hand, it is only 200 drachmas. Yes, let's go for it. Alright, and we're going to want to save up for that. Magic dagger is basically just a dagger, but better. Right. Now, you see we have one mystic magnet there, and there's another in our inventory. we put this down somewhere safe, such as, oh, I don't know, in the Gnome Land Inn, we can teleport back there at will. And that is exactly what I intend to do. Oh, how much food do I have on me? 5. Okay. Let me buy some more food before I go anywhere.
May I entice you with some tasty treat?
You absolutely may, Marak. So, oh, we're also going to want this. I will bargain a bit with Marak.
May your
Nice. Thank you. Ooh, and pizzas. We're going, believe it or not, pizzas are a quest item in this game.
Forgive me, but I must feed my family. That is very good.
It's fine.
May your mouth...
Right, now let's get some actual food. I don't know what's better here. It doesn't actually tell me what the food value of these things is. Ooh, that sounds so good. They say it's much tastier than it sounds, but it sounds excellent. I'm just going to buy... Oh, I'm going to buy gyros. Let's buy a couple of them.
May your mouth be charmed by the...
Thank you. Right, so we now have a bit more food on ourselves. And we have some quest items. And yes, the chocolate is a quest item. Which, you know, as we saw with that Ring of Hera earlier, there is romance in this game. There are, in fact, multiple romance options. Quest for Glory 4 more or less had romance routes. You could romance either Irana or Katrina. But there are, I think, fully 5 romance options in this game.
That means good day here in Silmaria.
I won't tell you who they are, other than Nawa, who we met in the tavern, is one of them.
Andre, a fisherman. I am also
Is it
happy to
5?
ferry people to the nearby islands on my boat.
There's at least 4. I feel like I'm forgetting a 5th. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just 4. Anyway, hi there.
Most fishermen on Marit live in the villages outside town. They have been driven from their homes by attacks from armed mercenaries. Yasas, it is nice to see a new face around here. If you ever wish to go for a boat ride, I'll be happy to take you around the bay.
Okay, so he's our ride.
Any further out than that, and boats are attacked by sea creatures.
Fair. So we can rent the boat. Sounds like you're very familiar with this series. I am very familiar with this series, Magic Goat. I've played this series multiple times over, and it is one of my absolute favorite series. Yeah, no, I love this series, and look, I'm not going to say that I know all the solutions off by heart or anything like that. You know, I don't know quite when I have to go into here to meet certain characters and that sort of thing, but yeah, I know reasonably well, and no, not yet is the answer to that one at any rate. Yeah, so I've definitely played it before. And next thing to do is to go out and do a little bit of questing. I'm going to save before I do that, of course. And I'm going to rest, because as you can see, we're quite tired. What? It is 9 AM. Okay, so let's rest for an hour. There's our stamina back. It's 10 AM. And now where do we go to save again? Oh, I think it's in options. No? Wait, yes, there we go, save. Right. So now, let's get out into the overworld, essentially. So, as you can see, much like Quest for Glory 3, but unlike Quest for Glories 1, 2, and 4, we have a separate map screen rather than navigating through individual regions. Here are the dragon pillars, and here are some towns. If I recall correctly, a certain basket should be somewhere around... Ah, here. Basket. Now, I just have to try to remember how to deal with combat in this game. Run, 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 run. Nope, that's not working. They're already angry with us. Okay. Oh, no, we died. Oops. Yeah, I have to get the measure of quite how tough I am before I can really start pulling off any real fighting. Oops, that got me back into Silmaria. In case you missed it earlier, we want this basket for a... Ah, there it is. For a quest. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, wow, that's nicely overpowered. I had forgotten just how overpowered that spell is. So yeah, you ate up all our mana using the Frostbite spell, but it stacked in such a way that it just destroyed them. We're out of mana, but that's okay. Let's head back into Silmaria now. I'm trying to remember where I go. Oh, I think it's the Gem Merchant's basket, if I recall correctly. So we can go back to her and hopefully get a little reward and return to her basket. And here she is. Over there. Come on, there. I think we might have to drag it down to here. It's a bit of a nuisance, but that's okay.
My basket.
There we go.
Thank you. I had given up upon ever seeing it again. It was made by my grandmother, and it was given to me when I was still a kitten.
Well, I'm very glad to have returned it then.
Here is the reward of which I wrote in my notice at the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you. Oh, a shell necklace. Nice.
I know it is not much of a reward, but
no,
it
it's
is a
fine.
token of my eternal friendship. Thank you again.
There it is, a little bead necklace. Basically, the stuff from her is all stuff for the romance side quests. We can give people nice little gifts. Now, I'm just trying to remember what's next. The main thing, of course, right now is to work up enough money to enter the Rites of Rulership, which we're basically going to do by going out and adventuring for a bit. You say you've never heard of this series before today, but the looks give me nostalgia. Give you nostalgia still. Yeah, it is a very. It's a look very much of its time. Old, sort of, at 3D from before. 3D looked really good, but after it looked really bad. It's it is a nicely nostalgic style. Plus these nice pre-rendered backgrounds. I don't know why I came in here. Suppose I'm just trying to remember what to do next. I'm gonna have one more look up. Let's see, what time is it? It is 1 PM. Actually, this might be a good time to go and check that spot that I'm trying to get. Trying to find someone in up on the upper level. Oops, there we go. Whoops, not what I meant to do. We could, of course, be making money through the betting, but I don't intend to. Still not there. All right, well, let's go visit Erasmus then. So, as we can see, this whole thing is... Well, you sense magic all around you. There is a major magical field upon the Hat Moon and pillared area beneath them. There is a little magic on the doors of the nearby houses. What we want then is... Where is it? The trigger spell. Why does that have no effect? I think we might need to move things down here to target them. There we go. Just a bit of a nuisance, but so it goes. So we're just going to keep cycling this one around. And here we are.
He that wishes to pass through me first must answer questions 3. What is your name?
It is Thorm.
What is your quest?
To save Silmaria.
What is the meaning of life?
Yeah. Number of options here. He that dies with the most toys still dies. Ours is not to reason why, ours is but to do and die. Or 42, reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I see you recognize it as well, Magic Goat. And to respect great wizards and to fulfill their every desire. Let's go with that. We're a great wizard. This guardian may or may not have been set up by a great wizard, and thus may or may not be a trifle biased. Ah, I do like Erasmus's place. Now let's knock on the door. The doors magically begin to open. And that is cool. Nice castle. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Off we go. Swimming through the air. What is this? Nothing. Cool though. And around we go. There's the popcorn machine. Ah, here we are.
Greetings, my friend. It is so nice to see you.
And honestly, you too, Erasmus and Fenris there. How about a joke? They're good at that.
Would you like to hear a joke? I'm always happy to tell one. What style is Baba Yaga's handwriting? I didn't know she could write. Of course she can. She uses cursive.
Of course. She is known in the series for creating a number of curses. We can get another one, I'm sure, but still.
Trouble started in Silmaria. People have been leaving like rats deserting a ship.
Hey, I resent that remark. It promotes negative stereotypes of my racial species. I am a member of Rabbit. Rodents Against Boring Idiosyncratic Discrimination. Our slogan is, rat is where it's at.
The Rites of Rulership are a series of quests designed to determine the next king of Silmaria. Interesting custom, really.
He who quests with zest and bests the rest will own the throne for his home.
Leaving so soon? Farewell, my friend, and I hope you will enter the Rite of Rulership.
Okay, so nothing much going on here.
Don't be late for your date with fate, mate.
Shouldn't be, don't worry. Alright, let's head out, and yeah, I think the only thing really to do right now is to... I mean, we could explore Science Island, but I think we'll leave that for next time. We've had a lot of introduction in this episode, so let's go and do a bit more questing. Let's kill some enemies, let's collect some money, and see if we can't enter the Rites of Rulership. Still no one on the Sunning Rock. That's okay. All the way around. Oh yes, and I want to stop at No Man's Inn because I want to set up the Mystic Magnet. Whoops. Let's try that way. There we go. Thank you, hero. As is pretty much normal for the Quest for Glory games, these first couple of days are going to be more or less a matter of acquainting ourselves with the land, stretching our legs, doing a bit of basic questing before the actual action kicks off. Right, so I want to pop up to our room, and you love the Dragon Door things. 10 out of 10. They are very good, aren't they? It would be nice to have a set of Dragon Door openers like that, I will say. Anyway, so we're going to come to this little our storage box, which is not little at all, despite what I said. How do I do this? Oh, right, I see. Been 5 minutes since I played this. You carefully place one of the magical magnets in the chest. You can now use the other magnet to transport yourself here. So if we, for example, leave the room and double click and use that, and we're back in our room. So that's a handy little escape and a handy way of just getting back to Silmaria quickly if we don't want to walk. Or if we're on the opposite, even if we're just on the opposite side of town and don't feel like walking to this side. So, very handy thing to have. I'm actually going to save again, so I kept forgetting to do that. Right, let's head out. So, as I said, my goal now is to try to enter the Rites of Rulership. No, I don't get much mana back, do I? Might have to go and get some mana pills or some such. Don't really want to be spending the money right now, though. Let's see how things go. Getting hungry. Let's have a gyro. Nice. But it's getting dark now. We're not quite ready to be out at night yet, I don't think. Plus, if we sleep through the night, we will get our mana back and we can go and zap things. I probably won't spam Frostbite. Or maybe I should. Maybe that should be my tactic for a while. Is your new username inspired by this game? No, actually, funnily enough. My username is inspired by a number of things. One is just that I really love magic. The other is, if I'm not much mistaken, Ultima 8, in which Thaumaturgy was one of the classes of magic, and my favorite of them. Okay, so we're hungry, we want breakfast. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong place. It's easy to forget that the way I'm playing this is, I think that I mentioned at the start of the stream, the way that you're seeing it is not its native resolution. This thing is hard-coded, I believe, to be at 640 by 480, which is a pretty tiny resolution in this day and age. So I actually had this scaled up 1.5 times in OBS, which means that if I want to see it at that size, I have to be looking at the OBS output, not the actual game, which is off on a different screen. So
You're having goulash.
Oh, yes?
You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
Oh. Alright, well, it seems to have worked out. Well, we were fed. That's something, at least. I don't know what we just fed on, but we fed on something. Anyway, I've forgotten what I was talking about, but it wasn't terribly important, I don't think. Yes, so... Goulash? It's one of your favorites. I don't think I've ever had goulash, Magic Goat. What precisely is it? Is it a sort of stew or something like that? Okay, so I'm basically going to wander around. I'm going to avoid these towns for now. There is stuff that we can do in them, but we don't want to go there just yet, I don't think. And we don't really want to go far from Silmaria. I'm just now really looking for random encounters. Like that. Okay, so... Oh, these guys are weak. Now, where is the next one? This way. Yeah, there's the last of them. And we are out of mana. Hold on. Suppose we're wielding a sword now. Ah, close. Looks like we got an autosave, that's good. Try to be a bit more careful with our mana usage. Unlike that. I see you there. And hold on, should probably take one of these. Oh, what happened there? Those went all over the place. Now I want one of these guys to have a sword. Come on. That's not a sword. That's also not a sword. Loot this guy here. Still not a sword. Wow. Okay. This is not going well. If I just hadn't wasted that mana. Okay, hold on. Alright, let's let him kill us and then we can restore. Okay, let's try that again. Don't worry, true RPG style, we should get more powerful as the game goes on. Yep, didn't mean to loot him right then, but that's okay. Thank you. I don't have enough mana. But I had enough for one last fireball. Nice. And we did it. We beat a bunch of mercenaries. Now, you note that I am taking care to loot them. Because as the weaponsmith said, we can actually sell back weapons to him. And we are trying to make up some money. I think we... nothing in this particular one. Okay, let's rest for an hour. Didn't get me much, so I think we should maybe head back to Silmaria. Yeah, RPG style, we have a bit of practice to do. Oops, so it is. Before we're ready to do any major adventuring. But let's see what we can get for our loot. We already have 300 drachmas. We're a long way from getting there. I think we might have to enter the rites only next stream. Let's see. See what we get from this loot. But oh, hey, here she is. I was waiting for you to turn up.
Hero man, Elsa here. Elsa, hero man here.
It is good to see you again.
You too, Elsa.
I are here to be my rival in the Rites of Rulership. We seem to have the bad habit of working against one another.
Yeah, that's true. Elsa, as you may or may not recall, was one of the characters from Quest for Glory 1, where we first discovered her leading a group of bandits. She's in fact the daughter of the Baron of the place, but she was enchanted to have no memory. But through her combat skills, she rose to become a leader of the local bandits. We restored her memory and restored her to her family, and yeah, she's been doing fairly well for herself since then.
I look forward to competing against you for the rulership of Silmaria. You will be a formidable opponent, and I shall have to strive fully to win.
Which I get the feeling that she'll relish.
I am impatient for the rites of rulership to begin. I do not like to be idle. As soon as you enter the rites, we shall see which of us will rule Silmaria. I shall enjoy your competition.
You too, Elsa. We have a bit of distance to go before we can enter, so you might have a little bit of a wait, though.
As you recall, I was the brigand leader you were seeking to
Yeah,
destroy
there you are.
in Spielberg. Fortunately, you removed the curse upon me before we came to sword blows. I am an excellent swordsman.
And as we've seen, I am not. I am a wizard.
I drove the brigands away after you left the valley. I was called a hero by all except my brother Barnard. He considered my actions to be unladylike and unsuitable for his little sister.
Lovely.
He wished me to wear dresses and marry a nearby nobleman.
Not her
Did not
style.
approve of my choice of Toro as a friend. I informed him bluntly how little I cared for his suggestions upon my life and future.
In case you missed it, she's very much the warrior character here. There are... Let me just think about that. The thief, warrior... Yes, that's right. So that's right. I think there's one romance option for each of the classes. One for each of thief, warrior, wizard, and paladin. That's not a strict thing. You can romance other characters. I'm pretty sure I wrote in my last playthrough when I think I started doing a let's play of this at one stage, and I think in that Let's Play, which I never did release, I don't think, I romanced Elsa despite the fact that I was playing as a paladin. But anyway.
My brother is now the Baron of Spielburg after my father retired. Barnard and I do not agree on many things. He does not approve of my behavior. Thus I sought any chance to get away from my homeland in Barnard.
Sorry to hear it. That is rough when you have that sort of friction with family.
I did not become brigand leader by my good looks. The brigands respected only the force of the blade. Therefore, I became very good with my sword and dagger. This is a very fine city. It needs a strong ruler right now. I am precisely the leader the island needs.
I don't entirely disagree.
I was invited here by Minos, one of the counselors to the assassinated king. He heard of my reputation as hero and wished me to enter the Rites. He believes I will make an excellent ruler of Silmaria.
Who is this Minos guy?
Minos is a wealthy man, and his ancestors once ruled this island. He says that he is content to advise the ruler of Silmaria. I am staying with him at his palace on an island some miles from here. Toro continues to be my loyal companion. However, he seems to have found this job as guildmaster to his liking. I do not see him as much as I would prefer.
Aw, that's a pity.
Too.
Aw.
Still, Toro, I am happy you have found a life of your own.
And you know what? That sort of empathy is actually encouraging to me in someone who wants to be a ruler.
We shall see each other soon, I believe.
I dare say we shall, Elsa. So yeah, she's another part of elements of the old Quest for Glory games coming back for this grand finale. There's a lot of that in this game, and I really like it. So let's see if we can get to the weaponsmith. Is he still open? I don't know what time it is. Ah, yes, good.
What can I sell you?
Quite the opposite. I want to sell things to you. Can't. Oh, there's my offer. Fine. He's a bit of a tough bargainer.
Think I'm made of money? Hey, I won't pay more than this is my final offer. This is my
alright, he
final
won't go
offer.
any higher than 23. As you can see, pretty tough bargainer.
You think I'm made of money? Hey, I won't pay more than this for it. This is my final offer.
I'll take
We
it.
got a deal.
Almost. I won't get much for that. But 600 drachmas, we actually did pretty well on that. So I'm tempted to push ahead a little bit, but it is getting late where I am. Let me think. What is the in-game time? Sorry, I clicked out of the window here. It is 2 p.m. Oh, go on then. Let's rest for one day. And then we shall do one more lap of adventuring and see if we can make enough money just to get into the Rites of Rulership and get the game proper started. That painting looked like Elsa. Yeah, it's a nice little inn, this. Actually, I think I would stay here happily enough.
Today, we are having macaroni and cheese.
That sounds
Plain
good.
old macaroni and cheese. I gave the cooks the day off.
Either this tastes good or you've been around No Man's Inn way too long. We haven't been around long enough for it to have that great an effect on us, I don't think. So presumably it's just good macaroni and cheese. And you know what? Good macaroni and cheese is good. In fact, even okay macaroni and cheese is good. Whoops. Save our game. Right, let's do a little more adventuring. And let's see if we can get another screen this time, not another beach scene. No? Alright, let's go back to the beach then. Beaches do seem to be... Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're not dead? Oh, thank you. Where is the next guy? Not here, apparently. Oh, there we are. So yeah, combat in this game is a little bit on the clicky side, but it's okay. I still miss the combat in Quest for Glory 2 and 3. Oh, I don't know that we have the mana for this, but let's see. Ah, not... Oh no, that's no good. Ah, you moved. I'm going to see if I can cheese this guy to death. No, I cannot. Okay, so I think we can do this, but we just have to be a little more careful with our mana. That should be less an issue going forward. Actually, probably should have used Flame Dart for that. I mean, let's use Flame Dart for that final drop. Oh, you're kidding me. They can dodge. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, hold on. Let's get up close and personal. Bats. I think that spell was still killing him while the game was paused. Which is kind of... There we go. Okay, I cheesed it, but I'm not going to say sorry. We won. We survived. We killed them all. Okay, that sounded a little bloodthirsty, but still. We can go swimming, by the way, since we now have the swimming skill. Oh, hello there. But we won't be doing that just yet. I'm just looking around to see if there aren't any... Now, I think there are sometimes items that we can pick up on the ground here. I just haven't seen any yet. Okay, well, there's the exit. So let's head back. Let's see what we get for this haul. And the more we use these spells, the more powerful they'll get, basically. Or more accurately, the more skilled we will become in their use. I wonder whether there's anyone new in the guild hall right now, because there should be a few other people who we can meet there, if I'm not much mistaken. But I'm not entirely sure of the... No, I'm not entirely sure of the conditions for meeting them. It may just be to do with the particular day, in-game day. You know, maybe it's on day 3 that Elsa turns up there, and day 4 that the next person does, and so on and so forth. Anyway. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
What can I tell you?
Oh, I keep wanting to do that.
Nice dealing with you.
Go with that. Try to bargain you up on this.
Money? Hey, I won't pay more. We got a deal.
Works for me. Oh, we're close. We're close. I just need another 100 drachmas. This could do it.
I'm made of money? Hey, I won't pay more. This is my final offer. This is my final offer.
So.
We got a deal.
I'm just 30 drachmas short. Is there a way that I can quickly make 30 drachmas? Don't think so. Alright, in that case... Oh, we've got some rocks. I think we can throw those if we have the throwing skill, which we don't. I'll hang on to them for now anyway. Alright. In that case, I'm going to save the game and I'm going to leave it here for the night because it is getting a little late here. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I very much have. And yeah, I'm excited to be embarking on the final leg of one of my favorite video game journeys. The final installment in one of my favorite video game franchises, Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Stay well and goodbye.